With most students forced to learn at home, the pandemic put a big spotlight on the huge disparities that exist when it comes to accessing the internet. For many, high-speed internet is an afterthought, but 70 of Michigan's 83 counties have connectivity rates below the national average. A huge part of the problem, a lack of broadband infrastructure. Take a look at this map. The dark green areas are the ones with access to bare minimum high-speed internet service. Then you see the white areas where fixed broadband infrastructure is a rarity. Of course, last March when the pandemic hit, more than 400,000 students in our state didn't have access to high-speed internet.
Tonight, our Aaron Parsegian is digging deeper to see how schools in those areas were able to find a way to make sure that kids were not left behind.
The digital divide deepens based on several factors, including income, race, and geographic location. Some can't afford internet service, others simply don't have access to it, or both. So we traveled to a community facing both of those problems, both poverty and access to service at a widespread scale, to see how they were able to manage a tough school year. Welcome to Lake County, an area of Michigan most known for its fishing hotspots. But despite being home to 100 lakes, the county is a digital desert. Only 6% of homes have access to high-speed internet. On top of that, nearly 40% of kids are living in poverty.
When the pandemic hit and we went one-to-one overnight with devices, we found out quickly that not everybody had adequate access or even any access to high-speed internets.
Rick Heitmeyer is the superintendent of Baldwin Community Schools.
We're around 500 students.
And when the pandemic hit, the majority had no access to internet at home.
We were literally delivering packets door to door or having parents come here to pick them up. Very archaic way of delivering instruction.
They needed to find a better way to keep kids engaged.
You know, we really tried hard to find a way to get everybody internet access.
Working alongside nonprofit Connected Nation Michigan, the district secured grant funding for these game-changing devices. The Verizon Jetpacks are smaller than a cell phone, but helped bring internet into the homes of 200 Lake County families. And through funding provided by the CARES Act, Baldwin Community Schools is able to pay for the several $1,000s monthly service to keep them running.
The biggest gains for me to see as a kind of a classroom person is to go into these remote households where a child hadn't been schooled or seen a teacher in weeks, and to finally make that connection.
A huge change at a crucial time, but it's still not without challenges. The Jetpacks need cell service to work, which can also be tough to find in more rural areas.
In a huge forest, tin roofs, metal roofs, created another challenge. The other one too that we've talked about is where you might have a family of 5 children, may need 2 devices.
Families sometimes having to get creative to get connected, driving down the road or working from their driveway.
It was hard, but they did their best and we did what we could do. And we kept in contact with the school and everything to make sure that the kids were learning what they needed to.
And that's the most important part.
Learning has happened in spite of this pandemic.
The devices are not a total fix. More still has to be done to make sure kids in rural areas have reliable connection to the modern world.
Our big goal is to work with an internet company and get high-speed internet into every student's home, whether there has to be fiber that goes there or through the satellite system or whatever it would take to get it there.
And that last part is a whole new challenge of its own, but infrastructure plans on both sides of the aisle at the federal level include money to expand broadband access across the nation. We have more on those efforts as well as statewide efforts on fox17online.com. In Grand Rapids, Aaron Parsegian, Fox 17 News.
And when it comes to the state level, just this week, Governor Whitmer signed a directive establishing the Michigan High-Speed Internet Office. The aim is to bring together people from different branches of government to work on expanding access and ensure that Michigan is acquiring all the federal dollars available for that effort.
1 in 4 Michigan families do not have a connection that meets their needs, and that's just not acceptable. Chasing this goal is going to create thousands of good paying jobs.
This office represents an opportunity for Michigan to take full advantage of the biggest opportunity to expand access to the internet since the internet was invented.
Yeah. When discussing making internet more affordable, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist also encouraged Michiganders to apply for federal funds made available. The FCC has launched the Emergency Broadband Benefit, which will provide a discount of up to $50 per month towards broadband service. Eligible households can also receive up to $100 for the purchase of a laptop, computer, or tablet. To find out if you qualify or to apply, just head to fox17online.com.